we're gonna get red. We're gonna get red.
Yeah, we're gonna
get red because red. Everyone wants to be murdered out on the course like that. You know.
That's how your red pop.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. 3 Parts and a Birdie, episode 104. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that intro. Something new for you guys. Wanted to change it up, make it a little more eye popping for the listeners, for the people watching. But we got a bunch to talk about here. A little less golf stuff, but basically, Cody, you and Steve went up north. Kind of want to talk about that a little bit. You know, your trip up to the cabin.
Yeah, deer camp.
Yes, sir. Had a golf outing with Mr. Flav a couple weeks ago. Want to talk about that a little bit, and then we have a round today at Kensington, and then maybe finish up with Michigan and Michigan State football. But how you guys doing?
Good. I mean, house problems, but life's good.
Yeah. Doing this one bright and early for you guys today. It's like about 11 o'clock here. We decided to get this one done because, like I said, we have some things to watch and to do later. Big day. So I guess we can just start off. Yeah, I had a golf outing there at Whispering Willows a couple weeks ago with Kevin LaFave, Corey Strauss, and Sean Fournier. Solid fucking group.
Yeah,
I mean,
shooters.
Fucking shooters. But you know that's Flav. Flav wants to get a bunch of good people on his team because he's trying to win that bag. So
yeah. So there was no handicap, like, at all? Like, you could pick fucking Tiger Woods?
Nope, no handicap. It was the day turned out pretty good. I thought it was gonna be cold, but it actually ended up being a pretty pleasant day out there. Playing from the tips too, that was a little different. That course is pretty long from the tips, I will say. I've never played it from way back there, so that was a change.
Was there a lot?
Yeah, so we had a good group. We started on a par 3, which sucked, hole 17. We started off with hitting the green, missed the birdie putt. So we started off with a par, but I mean, after that, it was like, I think we went par, and then from there it was like birdie. Like, we were birdieing a lot. We had a good streak there for like 7-8 holes, I want to say. Jeez. And yeah, it was a good little stretch we had going. But it was funny because there were times where 3 of us would hit a bad shot and 1 would hit a good one to save us, you know, give us a look, like put one on the green or put one out into the fairway off the tee. It was like, we definitely had a couple holes where we were only playing like 1 shot. Like, we only had 1 look. Okay. For having 4 good people in a group, it was a little weird. Like, you would think we'd have a bunch of looks at these putts for birdies or whatnot, but we were a little off that day. But we turned it around when we got in the back 9 there. We made like the turn for our back 9, and we kind of zeroed in a little bit better. We started hitting more fairways and hitting more greens and making some putts. But man, starting off, we were leaving ourselves like 20-footers for birdie, 25-footers for birdie. It's like, all right, boys, we got to be a little closer than this, you know?
Not gonna make too many of those.
Yeah, especially with shooters. You're expecting 10, 15 feet proximity, not 20, 25.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it was Brett Dewar. He had a group out there. I didn't know he was going to be out there, but it was funny. We got to that par 3 in front of the clubhouse at Whispering Willows. You guys know of it. It's a little bit downhill there. I think it was playing like 155 into the wind. I hit a 7-iron, like a low 7-iron, right into it. Little like 2-yard cut. And there was the closest to the pin marker already up there. I would say about 4.5 feet from the hole. And mine was just laced, going right at the pin there. And it hits probably 1.5 feet from the hole. Spins back, and it's just inside the closest to the pin marker when we get up to the green. Barely by like 2 golf balls. And we look at the name, and the name on there is Brett Dewar.
Nice.
And I go, yep, good to beat that guy.
Of course.
So we ended up getting that closest to the pin there. We made the birdie, and we come in, and we finished at 13 under. So everybody's going through the scores, you know, and 13 under, sounded like it was going to win it. And so we started chatting with Dewar, telling him that, you know, I got inside his closest to the pin. He was salty about that. He was calling me fag boy, I hate you, fuck you, Will Dupay. everything in his book. He was mad about it, you know. But so we ended up actually 13 under, did win it. 12 under was second place, which was Brett Dewar's group.
And who was with Dewar?
He had his dad with him, and I don't know the other two guys. People I don't know. But his
Okay.
dad was with him. I know that. His dad was like, "What the fuck? Second place." He's like, "Well, we still won money."
Good.
How many
Yeah.
people?
Yeah.
How
So
many groups were there?
there was 21 groups.
How much was buy-in?
So it was 50 for golf, and then 25 per person for like skins and stuff.
Oh, that's not bad.
So it wasn't bad at all. No.
It's like the same as my
Having like a
outing.
bunch of groups like that who were all buying in too helped. You know, you didn't have people like in certain groups who didn't throw money. Like everyone basically threw money for the pot and for closest
Right.
twos, and so you know we had some good skin money and stuff for sure. First place won 800. Second place was 400, and third place was 200. Closest to the pin was worth 125. And then long drive was worth 125. And then the skins, there was only one skin, and that was worth $1,200, I want to say.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What was it? It was an eagle, probably.
Yeah, eagle on a
It
par
was
five, probably.
it was an eagle, yep. And it was only, I forgot what hole it was. But Brett Dewar was like, "Fuck, I lipped out on that hole. We should have had it." But it was good. So we ended up taking first place. We split up the cash, and then I won that closest to the pin. I was a little bit greedy with that. I kind of took that cash for myself. I probably could have split it up between the group, but you know,
I
I was
mean,
like, fuck it.
you're the one who hit the shot.
Right.
What,
But I mean, we had to make the putt still. I missed the putt, which kind of sucked.
Oh man.
Flave made it.
What who put this on? Was it like somebody like put on the outing, or was it like the course that put it on, or something?
I believe his name was Nate. Flav and Dewar know him. It's one of their buddies.
Okay.
He golfs with them a lot. He's a pretty good golfer. He threw it on, but then he had the course kind of like, you know, set it all up and stuff too, like kind of help out. Like the course did all the scores at the end. Like they were the ones to kind of go over the
nice.
scores
Okay.
to make sure, you know, this is who won, this is who did what.
Huh?
That's legit.
Was every
Yeah.
group pretty good, or was there like a lot? Was there any high scores?
There was a couple like groups that were just out there to have a good day, like just to have a
Okay.
fun time.
Yeah.
You know, there were some of those groups, but there was a
Right.
lot of sticks too.
Why
That's
Whispering Willows? Do you know why he chose that course?
I don't know, but it was a pretty tough fucking course from the tips.
Yeah, I never played that course.
I don't
before.
like it from the whites.
Yeah, there's some tight holes, man.
Yeah, there is.
And those tight holes ate us up.
Were there times when like you weren't in the fairway on the tight holes, so someone had to hit 3-wood? Or no, you guys ripped driver like the whole time?
Hole 11 at Dogleg left, where it's like kind of up the hill and then goes left. You got trees left and right. It's a pretty skinny fairway, a little narrow shot there. We used Flavs, who was in the right rough, and we were like 165 from the hole, I want to say.
Okay.
And we were way back. We didn't even make it to the top of that hill. And Fournier went left. I caught a tree left and kicked it way left into the woods, and Corey Strauss went way right. So thankfully we had Flav that was playable. But I mean that was one of the holes where we struggled with. We made par there, and we should have made birdie.
Any
And then no bogeys.
No bogeys.
No bogeys.
Any stressful pars? Like, man, we gotta make this 10
Yeah, there
footer
was probably
for par.
2.
Okay.
Yeah, where we
Did it
were
ever
like,
come down to like the last guy having to make
gets down to Flav, exactly. Like those 2 stressful pars, they were like probably. We had one where we were on the fringe putting for birdie, straight downhill putt. It was the only option we had, and we all were about 3.5 feet from the hole after that, 4 feet, but we left ourselves the worst putt. It was still downhill. It was still like a left to right slider, and Corey putted first, doesn't even touch the cup. I go next, lip out. Fournier goes next, lips out on the other side, and then it's like, what are we doing here, boys? We got to make this. What the fuck are we doing? And luckily, Flav just like buried it. Like he pounded the golf ball. He played right through the break. He hit a solid putt there.
Did
But
you
yeah, there
guys
was definitely
change
those
up
2.
rotation of who was hitting and who was putting, or no? It stayed the same the whole time.
We did a couple times. Yeah, we switched it up.
Okay.
a lot of times it was me or Fournier who would swap between second and third.
Gotcha. Okay. So Corey usually went first, Flav usually went last.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Nice. Hell yeah. Well, glad you won some money. You
Yeah,
almost didn't go to that tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, 325 that day, so it was a good little payout. It was a good Saturday.
Oh yeah.
But hey, I want to hear about up north for you guys.
Yeah, deer camp was great. Steve drove us up there. It was just myself, Joe Smizer, and Steve. So the three dogs. We went up there, had a good time, ate good, even though we didn't cook anything, but we had plenty of good eats. And,
no, Alex, I thought she went.
No, just the boys trip.
Just
yeah, it was good. Steve used the compound bow because he's a fucking savage. Joe and I used a crossbow. Steve,
basically, they used a rifle. Basically,
pretty much.
Cody's like, I've never shot this before. First shot, throws it to this is where his arrows were going inside the target. Just like he's like, and then they're like, it went off a little to the right there. I'm like, dude, it was like 2 centimeters off the center. I think you're gonna kill something there. And
yeah, you were.
When we drove up, we were excited. We thought we were gonna get Mayo pizza. And so Cody's calling. He's like, man, the phone's been busy. And I'm like, Jesus, man, these people are always so busy. Come to find out, they're closed that whole weekend. They got new owners, and they were closed for a family event. I already don't like them.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
How are you gonna close on the weekends?
Yeah, and their hours
got to be your busiest fucking time.
Now they're gonna be closing at like 8 all the time. I'm like, I'm never gonna get Mayo pizza now.
Yeah, no.
So
right, you're gonna need somebody to drive up early that day, like me, and then just order it ahead. Get it at 6.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's retarded.
We ended up we got breakfast at the cafe. That was good. And then we got we got frozen pizzas and a salad. So the salad was actually really good.
Nice.
Yeah, Caesar salad.
Nice.
Yeah.
So your crossbow was sighted in like you could shoot apples. You were fucking no problem.
Yeah, the only problem I had was the very first time I tried to like latch the arrow in. Like I didn't realize you had to have it in not on safety, like on fire mode.
Oh,
and then you have to latch it, and as you latch it back, it turns it on to safety.
Weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I was like, man, it's in safety. Like, why the fuck? I FaceTime my dad. He's like, yeah, what are you doing wrong? I'm like, whatever, I'll switch it. Let's try it. And then you could hear it click. And I was like, all right, well, now we're good. So then Joe and I were shooting.
I've never heard of that before in my entire life.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's like loading a gun that's already cocked.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's whatever. That's different.
Yeah,
that's strange.
I don't know.
So you were dialed in when Smizer was dialed in.
Oh,
they could have shot clementines.
Yeah.
And Steve, what you were not sighted in?
I had just got my bow restrung. I got my bow restrung, and I had a drop away put on. So, and I hadn't shot it since I got it all done. So then I had to get her. Yeah, I had to dial her at Boeing because I go to shoot and I'm like 6 inches low, and I'm like, wow, I'm dead center, just 6 inches, barely hitting the target. Do it again, barely hitting the target, barely hitting the target. I'm like, I can't be that bad. I feel like I'm right on this thing. So then I fucking had to adjust the sight and finally get her dialed up a little bit. But yeah, I was worried there for a minute. I'm like, Jesus, am I that bad at shooting? I'm like, I'm consistently low. Like something's got to be going wrong here. So.
Yeah, the first hunt was good. We did an afternoon hunt that first day, that Saturday, so that way we could get practice shots in first.
And it was hot.
Yeah, it was warm. It was
I got to the stand, climbed up in your stand, Nick, and I was sweating.
Yeah, it was warm. And then,
so you did hunt it.
Yeah, I climbed up there, which I probably should have just climbed with my climber because I get up there and I go, where am I going to sit? So I stood for 90% of this hunt, and we're out there for 3 hours. Mm-hmm. And I stood for almost all of it because I like the first like 40 minutes. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna sit down until a little bit later. And then I was like thinking, like, man, if something was to come out, there's no way I can get up, get my bow, and have them not see me or hear me. Like, so I was like, I just gotta stand. So I just leaned against the tree.
I stand most of the time, anyways, dude. To be honest. I probably stand 65% of the time. Yeah, I like to be up because if I'm sitting down and I see him, I feel like it's just too much movement. I'd rather be already standing up.
Okay.
If I've been sitting down and had my bow, like I can shoot sitting down. That's not a problem. Like I can get it cocked. I can get her back, but I was laying down basically. You know, I got my feet hanging out. I'm leaning against a tree. I got the game going on. I'm like looking around. I had squirrels just eating all my corn. I was like,
all of it.
oh my
The
god,
squirrels were fucking us.
I had to
they
like
do
move
that.
them. I was like trying to get those squirrels to go. But
What'd you think of the stand? It's pretty nice though. I mean, it's
nice
not bad.
spot.
It's pretty like it's like enough room for you to get up and stand and like move around. That's kind of what I wanted. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna like do some work on it next summer. You know, do some things, but I think it's fine for right now.
Yeah, no, it worked. Yeah, so it was fine. We didn't see nothing.
Yeah,
I thought we'd see something for sure because right around like the last 30 minutes, I was like, it was starting to get quiet, cooling down a little bit, a little breezy, and I was like, ooh, this is deer killing weather. Like this time, like any minute,
Oh yeah,
fuckers are gonna come walking out. And didn't see nothing at the last time. Right before I climbed down, I heard a bang. I thought Cody, because he was off behind, he was in the back blind. I was like, he just shot something. That thing took off like a bat out of hell. It was crazy. And then I texted him, and he was like, "You shoot something?" He's like, "Nah, I wish." And I was like, "Ah." So.
Yeah. I didn't get to shoot anything. I didn't see anything either. Joe didn't either. So yeah, that wasn't that bad. So then it convinced us to go out for a morning hunt. So Joe and I went out next morning, and the sun didn't come up till almost 8 anyway. So it's not like we had to wake up super early. We had to be up at like 6:45. And be out by like 7:15.
Yeah, until that time change hits, that daylight savings all of a sudden is gonna fuck us.
What time? Shit, me and Andy and I got out there real early. I get out there I like to be out there at least half hour, 40 minutes before sunlight, sitting in my stand, letting it quiet down.
I don't think sunlight was till like 7:20 almost. I think.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
It was pretty late, so we got to sleep in for the most part. But we were exhausted that night. We're sitting there watching the Texas-Georgia game on Steve's phone and just fight and sleep.
Joe's on the phone. That sucks, dude. So no cable.
Yeah, cable doesn't work anymore. They canceled that because I couldn't get that to work. And so we're sitting there. We got 3 phones going. We got games on, and we're just all huddled around it. I look over at Smizer, and he's doing one of these numbers. His eyes are just closed.
Yeah, he looks like us at UFC nights.
And then we're waiting for this because the game was starting. It was pretty intense there for a minute. Well, I mean, it wasn't intense. They were getting their ass kicked, but
yeah, they started to come back.
Yeah, and then Cody's like, "They turn this over. We can go to bed." Sure shit, turnover. All right, we all got. We're going to bed.
Yeah, dude, we were exhausted, man. It was cool. We went and saw the Amish too. I'm about to make some breakfast as soon as we're done here, which is why I wanted to do a little bit earlier. I got some blueberry pancake mix. Dude, we got this fire-ass triple berry bread.
What?
It was so good. Had that with some coffee. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool to go see the Amish and stuff. It always, it's a time capsule, bro. You go.
The other weird part is so we go to drive up, and it takes just over 3 hours, and so I got the GPS on, and we're driving, and I'm going, man, something's wrong. It says we ain't gonna get up there until 11:30. I'm like, it says 4.5 hours. I'm like looking at Joe. I said, somebody check out Waze or maps and tell me who died up in front of us. That there's a funeral procession going on. We can't get up there in 4.5 hours. I said, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So we're looking. There's just a small little traffic in Flint, and we're like, what's going on? This is crazy. Did they close the highway? Are we gonna have to walk the rest of the way?
Yeah, we get off.
We got there just after like 3 hours though, but and we stopped because we were like, man, what do we get for dinner now? Because we were planning on getting mild pizza. We stopped at 202 and we go to Sub Wheezy's and we get us some footlongs. Man, you should have saw us mowing. We're just standing out in front of my car, right on top of the car, just mowing these Subways on footlongs.
You guys probably look like you haven't had fucking food in a week,
bro. Yeah, we're just sitting there mowing down. It was great. And when we got
footlong.
Oh yeah, he did. Joe and I split ours and ate the rest back. But when we got off because of the traffic, Joe's co-piloting. I hand Joe my phone. I'm like, Joe, give Steve the directions. We're in the middle of nowhere now. And Steve goes, "Hey, I gotta piss. We're gonna get off real quick. I'm gonna go pee, and then we'll just keep going." We get back in the car. Joe just stops paying attention to where we need to be going.
I start looking over at Cody's phone because Joe's got it next to me, and I'm going, "Hey man, that thing told me to turn twice now. You ain't said nothing." And it was funny because when we got off, Cody gave him the phone and gave it to Joe. And Joe's like, "Don't worry, I won't let you miss that thing," And so
Literally, he says
we
that.
get in the car, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, this thing wanted us to turn." He goes, "Oh yeah, shit, my bad." So we turned around. And it's got me going like way where we were just. I'm like, dude, we've been driving. Good thing I looked because we were just going. Like we might have hit. We might have
hit
going
Lake Erie or some shit, bro. I don't know where we were going.
And Joe's like,
That's
your whole
too
pee
funny.
break threw me off. I'm like, oh, geez, Joe, I'm glad I looked down because I'm like, we were going in the whole complete wrong direction. But
what the fuck was he doing? Did he start sleeping, dude, on the job?
no, we were bullshitting, talking.
Yeah, bullshitting.
It was a good old time.
Yeah. Oh, it was great,
that's
man.
good.
We had a blast up there.
It was a hoot.
That's good.
Yeah.
But geez, I went up there. I bought we bought the Subway, and we were all talking. Cody's like, "Man, I used to eat this all the time, man." And he's like, "I'm looking at the prices, going, you used to do this all the time, man. It's $50 a foot, bro. It ain't that good."
Dude, Subway prices are through the roof. Nick, you and I had it.
We had it.
Cody goes. Cody's like, "Hey, I'm about to get this Philly cheesesteak or whatever, the Philly cheesesteak." And so I'm talking. I'm like, "Man, it's only like $1.50 to get double meat. That's crazy. It used to be like $3.50 or something." So Cody's like, "Fuck it, you talk me into it." Tells this girl, "Hey, double meat." And so we get done. We go to pay. Cody's in front of me. She rings it up. I'm like, "Man, she didn't even charge me for double meat. It's crazy." And so I'm like, I should have done the same thing, So I didn't say anything. We get back in line, and I'm like, "Man, Cody, you got double meat for free." He's like, "Man, he goes, man, you should see the sandwich. This ain't no double meat."
Bro, it was half meat. It was half meat. There was no double meat.
He goes, "You gotta see it. This thing's half bread."
Dude, I'm telling you, it was. It wasn't.
Oh
even
my
close.
God!
It wasn't even close.
And
I was like, "Yeah, I'm not telling her I said double meat, bro. I got a
what
meat."
Hey, and then I go.
You got double meat, and she's like, "Well, we're giving you less. We're barely giving you any. We're giving you more cheese."
It was upside down.
I think she was new, but
yeah.
So, anyways, we spend fucking damn near $20 at Subway. It felt like we get in line. I buy a bag of Doritos, and we bought like a small another bag of chips. And then I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a bag of corn," So I'm like telling this lady, like, "Hey, let me get a bag of corn too." She rings me up. It's like $25. I'm like, "I got 2 bags of chips and a bag of corn." I had to double look at the menu. Like, what did I buy? Like, are those special Doritos? Like, are these gold? I couldn't believe it.
Bro, it was crazy.
I almost told her, I was almost gonna be like, "You know what? I don't need these chips."
Let me get the corn, though.
$8. I was like, "Geez, what are they charging for these?" I just spent $13 at Subway,
He's like, "Dude, I don't want the chips, but give me the corn still.
Yeah,
I want that bag of corn."
I think the bag of corn are getting smaller too. Those things used to be a little bit bigger. But
oh, dude, it's ridiculous. They've definitely got a little weak with the potatoes and corn servings, dude, and sugar beets, bro.
Sure.
I was dying.
You buy a bag of those now, and you get like 4 sugar beets in a bag, dude.
I know. Usually, I get a smorgasbord. I'd be like, "Give me 1 apple, 1 carrot, 1 corn." It'd be like $5. I'm like, "Yeah." This year, I was like, "You know what? I don't know if we need corn. These deer are gonna come regardless. We don't need them."
I'm gonna do a deer call or some shit. Oh yeah, it was great.
It sounds like a fucking good time. Sounds like you had a bunch of laughs. It's hard not to laugh though when you have Steve and Smider and you. I mean, it's a collective comedic crew right there.
Oh yeah, we were joking the whole time.
We picked up 2 frozen pizzas, 2 different ones, and they're like, "Hey, the way we cut it, we each get 2 slices of each." I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be nice."
It was great. Yeah, we were eating good. It was fun, and because Alex wasn't there, we weren't really making too much of a mess that we had to clean up. Usually she's cooking for us, and we got to do dishes and stuff. Or she usually does the dishes actually.
But all we had was coffee cups and forks.
Yeah, all we had was coffee cups and forks, really, and spoons. So, and Steve's spoons, because Saturday night, Steve gets the munchies, bro. He's like, you know, oh shit, we got chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream in here. I don't know how long it's been in here, but I'm gonna eat it. Gets a bowl. 10 minutes later, you know what? I'm gonna get another bowl real quick.
Oh, hey, that first one slapped. I was like, the second one's gonna hit too.
Yeah,
So the
it
ice
was
cream was
cool.
good.
So I was
Yeah,
like,
it was
man.
cool.
And then I grabbed the second one. I look over at Joe, and Joe's just eyeballing the shit out my bowl. I'm like, hey man, there's more in there. He's like, you know what? I think I will get a bowl of ice cream too. You know.
Yeah, it was cool. It was fun. That was my first time going up sober, so that was interesting.
Meanwhile, Cody's got 8 Reese's over here. He's just
just bag of Reese's
I believe
for your
it.
mom. Yeah, I brought
he's like,
the bag
every
up.
Thursday I get a bag of Reese's. I go, Jesus, this is crazy. This kid.
She wants him to have diabetes.
Yeah, she does. She doesn't like me having a healthy lifestyle.
He's like,
but it's okay.
Cody's like, I'm good. I have enough. She's like, well, just take 3. Just have a couple.
Not to mention that we had a couple Funyuns too. I cracked open the old bag of Funyuns, man. That shit slapped.
Oh yeah,
Funyuns
Yeah.
it was
hit,
cool.
man.
We had a good time.
I'm about to get a bag of Funyuns today.
Came home listening to the Lions beating the Vikings, so that was cool. Yeah, it was a good weekend.
Yeah, it sounds fun. I'm kind of mad I missed it. You know, definitely. I'm making it up there next time for sure.
Yeah, we got to set up a good deer camp. That shit was hilarious.
Oh yeah, dude, we had a blast.
Man.
Eventually, we'll have a couple stands up there too, where everybody can hunt. You know.
Right. Yeah, we can kind of all go off in different directions.
It's so funny.
And so we got our round today. Which, speaking of our round today,
Yep.
I'm gonna send a text to your brothers too. I checked this morning the tee times for Kensington. It's pretty open throughout the day. Like not many people are golfing. There's still a lot.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
So I was thinking if we get there around 1:20, 1:30, even though we're gonna pay for the 2 o'clock rate, I'm assuming they'll be like, hey guys, because there is a tee time behind us. So the 2 o'clock and the 2:08 tee times are taken, but 2:16's not. 152 isn't, 146 isn't, 138 isn't. So like all before aren't taken, and then there's the one behind us. So hopefully they just, oh, you guys are already here. You know what? Just go off. You're already here. So
yeah,
might as well
be good.
Yeah, there at 1.
Right. Yeah, get there a little early. 1:15, 1:20, check in, and they'll probably just be like, you know what? There's no one here. Just go off. Like you're good.
That'd be fucking clutch.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I got my.
Us wait.
Yeah, that'd be ideal, especially if we're trying to video a hole or two. I got my camera battery charging right now, so that'll help.
Perfect. Yeah.
Kyle texted me this morning.
You guys played Kensington, haven't you?
Yeah, I've played it like 2 or 3 times now.
Right.
I like it. I mean, I think it's a nice course. I don't remember how well I shot. Probably about 100 each time.
My only gripe is you got to pay to get in the park to get there.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, good call.
I right.
Yeah,
Dang it.
You're right about that.
Which is stupid because it's 100 yards past where you fucking go into the park at.
You're like, I just paid to go right there.
You know what? I would ask too. I think they might like reimburse you though if you like go to the course and be like, hey,
if you're going to the course.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
we'll have to check that out. So yeah, we got that round with Nick and his brother Kyle and Ryan. So the 4 of us. I'm actually going to be riding with Ryan. He texted me earlier this week, asked to ride together. So I was like, all right, cool with me.
Yeah, it's because he knows I hate fucking. I told him last time. I said I'm not riding with you anymore until you. I said for 1, I'm driving. You're not. 2, like I was like, you got to stop talking about you learned this off of YouTube or you're figuring this out off of YouTube shit. I said because that ain't getting you nowhere. And he's like,
yeah. I've always
he almost
had
gets
that
in
rule
my
since
head.
I started. You know, honestly, the person who's been golfing the longest should drive because they're probably going to have the better golf etiquette. They're going to know where you can pull up close to greens and, you know, to look for the other person's ball more likely. It's just those things that you don't think about, especially when
Another thing with RJ. Ryan, man, his depth perception or something is a little off. I'll be like, dude, where'd you just hit that golf ball to? And he's like, in front of the green, and it's like behind the green by a tree. And I'm like, well, you're not even fucking close. You got me driving over here. The ball's way over there, you asshole. So I got to start watching him shoot, you know. And I'll tell him, like, the one I remember when I played with him last time, I'm like, well, you're just over the green. He's like, really? I thought I was short. I was like, no, you're over the green.
Yeah, he'll get
better. A little back and forth. He doesn't quite know. I don't think he knows his distances or anything yet. He's just
he's whacking
right now.
But he's doing well. I mean, he can hit that driver, bro. He can smack it.
He can. He plays great off the tee. He just needs to work on his putting. But I think just being around, more golfers too, like getting out there more and stuff is gonna help him.
Of course, yeah.
I don't
definitely.
need to be I don't need to be the guy around right now while he's still learning because it just pisses me off.
Yeah, he's definitely still learning. So I'll give him some pointers, but also be like, all right, dude, like once you get settled into your game, just focus on that for this round. If you're missing right, aim a little left. Don't be like, well, I think I saw this one thing. Let me try.
Yeah.
No. Just aim a little left, bro. You'll be fine.
I might even be karting by myself today, dude. Kyle texted me this morning and he was like, "Oh, I might not go, dude." He's like, "It's gonna be a little cold," and I was like, "Quit being a fucking bitch. It ain't gonna be that cold,
dude." I got buy one get one coupons. It's $36, which means $18 a person to golf. That's it, 18.
Text him that too because he's like, "I don't want to pay $40 and freeze my ass off and shoot bad."
Bro, it's $18.
Hey, you know what you gotta
tell
do?
him the price.
You gotta put a blanket on the seat of the golf cart. It's a game changer. I'm telling you.
Well, I got my cart cover.
Well, yeah, and
I'm
I
just
have
saying,
the heater.
like compared to that plastic thing, I'm telling you, you just drop a blanket on there. You're gonna come back and be like, "Oh yeah,
yeah."
I'll do that.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do that for sure.
Yeah,
it's
it's way
a game
better.
changer.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I have an old blanket that I'm looking at right now. That'll be perfect.
Guy at work showed me that, and I was like, "What are you gonna do? Lap up with this?" And he's like, "No, dude, you just keep it right here." He's like, "It's way better than coming back to a cold plastic seat."
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And I'm like,
I told Kyle, I was like, "Dude, you've golfed in worse weather than this. When we went to the west side of the state, we've golfed in colder weather than this. We've golfed when it wasn't sunny out, windy, and 50 degrees. Like, Kyle, you've golfed in worse. I think you can handle this one for a day."
He's so funny.
But he's like, "Well, I'm gonna make a game time decision," and I was like, "All right." He's like, hopefully the sun warms up and warms it up around noon and stuff.
It's beautiful out right now.
I was about to say the sun's gonna be out all day.
Looks great, yeah.
So I'm gonna text him and send him the tea time thing and also the price and say, hey,
yeah, do that.
$18. We might be able to get off early, so then you know it's even better. So hopefully he'll join. If not, it'll be us three. It'll be even faster.
Yeah.
So it's fine with me.
Cody, you walking?
No, because when I called, she goes, "Are these for carts?" And I said, "Well, I have the buy one get one." She said, "Okay, well, you can only use that for carts." And I was like, "Okay."
So it's another. I bet it'd only be like $9 or some shit.
Yeah, it's like another weird stipulation, like that Mystic Creek or whatever. So I don't know, but I don't mind. I mean, I'll cart this time, whatever. I had a stellar workout this morning. I did. I fucking kicked ass. So I don't mind. I can cart. But
what kind of? Are you just gonna make pancakes?
Yeah, pancakes and bacon. Yep.
So you just like, how do you make your pancakes?
In a pan, just kind of like butter, then pancakes, and then I'm real liberal with my butter though. There's so much butter. I use so much butter. It's great.
Oh, and you got that syrup too. Oh, that was the other thing.
Yeah, and I got the syrup.
Nick, we're up at the almond store. This lady in front of us, she's buying something where I'm not barely paying attention. She goes to walk out. I kid you not. She's got a gallon of maple syrup. I've never seen a jar.
The glass jar.
It had to have been $70.
The big old handle.
I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, I got a little ass one. I'll show you.
Cody got one. It was like damn near 15, I think.
Damn, so she got a big old jar, huh?
This thing.
Oh, yeah.
$13.
That stuff's good.
So hers had to be $50, $60, $70, bro.
I didn't even know you could buy maple syrup in a like that amount. I'm just wondering.
In a gallon?
I'm wondering how much are you using? Are you using this every day? Like,
yeah.
Using this for food? What?
Using it for their hair.
I made that joke.
So so we got that round.
That's their gel.
And then we have the Michigan State game tonight. They're both 4-3 going into that. Michigan State.
Go, baby!
So that should be hopefully at least a close game. At a minimum, at least a close game.
I hope it's close.
Yeah.
Fucking hope it's close. We ain't 15-0 like before, but I mean, we're still natty champs until someone takes it from us. So
hey, you're right about that. Yeah, I had people begging me to go to the fucking tailgate this week. You should go. I'm like, I
had a lot of people. I was gonna go, but I didn't want to go by myself.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going.
Everyone was trying to get me to go out there. I'm like,
Yeah, Ernat texted me last night.
No.
Have fun.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'll be here at the house.
Yeah, being all
Relaxing.
warm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I thought about it. I was like, dude, I'd go down there for a couple hours just to chill and stuff. Like,
I think Hubs is. I was talking to him last night. I think they're going out.
Yeah, because Steven's in town, so they were going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
is it supposed to rain tonight?
I don't think so. I think it's just gonna get chilly.
yeah, I don't think it's supposed to rain. I'm about to get a car wash, I think, later.
Nice. Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
we
hopefully-
got that.
I got to
Hopefully
get
it's a close
that
game.
Southwest Chipotle off my hood.
You said what?
I got to get that Southwest Chipotle off my hood.
That Subway we were eating on your car. Yeah, for sure, dude.
Hey, the
I'm
best
sure.
part, hey, Nick, we go to leave after, and we all just hop in the car. I forgot I left all my stuff on the hood. And so I just sit down and start my car. I'm like, oh, shit.
Everything's just sitting on the hood still. We're like, bro, you gotta, like, grab your food.
Hey, did Smizer drink when he was up there?
Oh, yeah. 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 He was drinking beer, smoking doobies, having a good time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were doing all the illegal activities up there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Damn,
Which
dude.
there's a dispensary.
I'm calling the
like,
cop.
There's a dispensary, what was it, about 30 minutes outside of town that we passed right there? Or
Yeah, that one's new. I looked them up. They have great stuff.
Do they?
Yeah, they have another one that's in, like, Lansing area or something, I want to say.
Yeah, it was a small little shack. I was like, oh, damn, that's wild. They probably grow their own weed.
I was looking it up. I was like, bro, they got Afghan Kush? I haven't seen that in forever.
They got Amish Kush.
Yeah, they do got the Amish Kush.
That's probably fire, too.
Yeah.
One hit, I'm stoned for the day.
Yeah, for sure. And actually, speaking of, Sober October is about to be over for me. I got 5 days left, so it's been a fun month. First week was rough, but after that, it's been fun.
Yeah, you were sweating. I'm calling it today.
Yeah.
You should have saw him, Nick. We're up at the cabin and we're smoking. He's sitting next to us. I swear I looked over and he was trying to get some of that. I looked at him like, hey, you either hit it or you don't.
I bet he was shooting closer to the clouds.
He's like, I think I'm buzzing, bro.
Nah, bro. I'm ready to get high again, but yeah, it's been a fun month. It has. It's been cool.
I'm drinking today. I'm calling it.
Yeah, I mean it's cold.
It's been long enough. It's a good day for me to at least have a shot or a beer, anyways.
Yeah, I did. You know what? I did have one shot up north because we did the wild turkey shot. So
yeah,
that was the one bit of alcohol I've had this month. But it was hitting. Steve put it on ice for us.
Yeah,
it was hitting. Yeah,
had to ice that biatch down.
Yeah, for real. I'm not doing no hot ass shot if that's the only thing I'm drinking this month.
No.
So.
I get it done and over with. I don't even give a shit. I'm just like, fuck it, dude. It doesn't taste better if it's cold or warm to me. It still tastes like hell.
You're so funny.
It wasn't too bad. It actually was probably one of the better tasting ones.
My dad doesn't mind it. My dad's like, it's not that bad. I'm like, dude, something's wrong with you, man.
Chilled, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't. But I feel you. So, yeah, we got Michigan's favored by 5 tonight. We'll see how it goes. Over-under's 39.5.
I think it went down to like 3.5 or 4.5 unless it moved again.
Okay. Yeah, it might have. I looked like earlier this week. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But, all right, well, I'm about to make some breakfast, gentlemen, and watch the rest of this Trump and Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, did you already start it?
Yeah, I started it last night. I'm about halfway through.
I'll wait till next week to start that.
Donald Trump and Joe Rogan.
Oh, I watched the one with him on Bussin' with the Boys.
Oh.
Yeah, I showed Cody and Joe that on the way up or the way back. I think I had him playing that, and that guy had me rolling.
Yeah, that was a pretty funny episode too, honestly.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, yeah. Hey, when we get out of this, leave the app open for like a couple minutes or so, just so they download.
Okay.
Because I remember last time, Cody, when we did this, we exited out. You remember I had to have you hop back on or whatever.
Yeah.
So when we ended, just make sure you stay open for a couple minutes. Just leave the app up.
Sounds good.
An hour or two.
No, it's literally like 5 minutes probably at most.
All right, cool. Well, Nick, I'll be seeing you soon. Steve, have fun tonight. I would make it, but I already have some plans, so have fun.
That's fine. You're disinvited.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon.
Steve, I might make it over there. We'll see.
I'll see y'all. Yeah.
All right, guys. Don't forget to use your one time.
Yeah.
Always.
Go green.
What time?
Go green.
Go blue.